one's the best crypto asset? Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Which one's the best crypto asset? Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Which one's the best? 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 What's the second best?
There is no second best. Yeah, guys, XRP hitting all-time freaking highs. Oh, my God. Boy, oh, boy, did I sell way too freaking early, chat. But we got a lot of breaking news. We got Donald Trump coming out with shocking executive orders, 3 different crypto bill passing, and, of course, a monumental ETH trade that we're in up 8,000 voice crack dollars. $8,000 here, 250% gain on the E-Trade here, chat. So tonight, we are absolutely printing money. We might have to do some giveaways. We might have to push the X. I don't know what's going to happen, but make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, repost, do the whole 9, because we got a lot of breaking news to cover. Chart thesis going to be breaking down, market structure going to be talking about, and of course, maybe looking to enter some beautiful trades here. But my, oh my, let's actually get our fib extension here and see what XRP is doing. I have to shout out all the XRP holders, man, that survived all the FUD. I even used to be an XRP maxi. I didn't survive the FUD. They deserve the freaking world at this point, man. Absolute goats. Let me go to Fibonacci just because I want to see what that next extension is. Oh, just there. That's about good here. My God, dude. $5.23 is the next fib extension. That's the 1.618 is around $5.30. Like XRP is straight up in price discovery. We're live on YouTube, chat. We're live on YouTube, on Discover Crypto, live on X, live on TikTok. We're live on everything right now. Of course, you want to see the screen, come over to the YouTube channel, guys. Greetings from the Gold Coast. Dude, how you doing today? Good to see everybody on the YouTube, guys. Type 1 in chat if you hold XRP. I need to know who has XRP because we owe you guys a round of applause, man. Absolute round of applause. You guys have survived not only all the FUD, you guys survived the government crash down. You survived Gary Gensler. You survived Kamala Harris. You survived all of it. And today it shows, man, absolutely printing to the upside. Ethereum here, almost $3,500, playing our trades perfectly. As of course, you know, I don't know where all my trading indicators went. Let's bring all those back real quick because what the heck? Did I clean them up? Someone deleted them. We're just going to go back until they pop up here. But Ethereum at $3,400. And there it is. Should be back now. ETH is back. There's our levels. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful, guys. We caught the trade at $3,050 on a 17X with about a $10,000 margin. Okay. If I had left that entire margin in there, we'd be up about 28 grand right now or something crazy. But we took $1,200 profit when we first went up to 100%. So now, okay, now we're up again, still 250%, 75 hundo, 75 hundo with a third of that. So we'd actually be about, well, yeah, 75K. That's 24K. It would have been $24,000. That's crazy, man. But still, we'll take $8,000. We cannot be mad about it here. That price range we're looking for here got key milestones, 3,500, then 3,800. But chat, if you guys were watching me earlier on X here not too long ago, I was a guest on a stream with Ed and Blockchain, or Because Bitcoin with Wabi and Mr. Spread. Man, we're about to probably go into price discovery for Ethereum as well. Check out this ETH BTC chart here. We're going to pull up the ETH BTC back into, it's just perfect. It's perfect. We drew this out years ago, literally years ago. It's actually crazy to say. Parallel channel on Ethereum. If we were to break back into this channel, which we finally have, we were going to get some exciting upside into the market. That middle area where we might see some resistance about the 0.02, but more or less we're looking to move back to that 0.03. We zoom out further. Let's look at the monthly time frame. Let's get a macro overview of this. Macro overview of this. Zoom in, pinch down, finally getting a nice breakout on that monthly as well. So there was not, and by the way, look at the monthly here on Ethereum BTC chart. If you guys actually look at that horizontal ray on that support level right here, perfectly the 0.0178, the 0.0178 on Ethereum was the de facto bottom of that market. And that monthly, look how bullish the monthly is on the stochastic, the MACD, the RSI. I don't want to be premature to this. Okay, I'm going to show you a few. I'm going to have a. This is what we're going to do tonight. Okay, this is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to give you the realistic approach to where the short-term price prediction can go. We're going to give you the bullish approach to where the short-term price prediction go. But then we're going to give you the opium approach to where this price can go. Because there's a lot of people out there. Look, the bears are all wrong. If you follow bears know, dude, I don't even know how they have a platform still. Like, they have no relevance to like anybody's life that has made money in crypto. Like, bears, you should just not be listening to. You should be listening to conservative people that might have bearish cases. But with the monetary expansion, the money printing, the deregulation, the adoption, the bills, the retirements, the sovereign wealth funds, there is a lot of value that we're about to see enter these markets here. So let's go ahead and switch over to, which chart is it here? We're going to go to Bitcoin's chart right here. Bitcoin sitting at $120,000 trying to battle it. Ethereum, $3,474. But no, I was on the right chart. The total 2. That's what I'm looking for. The total 2. Here we go. Total 2. Total 2. Monthly time frame. This is going to be everything minus Bitcoin. All your crypto minus Bitcoin. And I do need to make sure. There's my comments. I don't know why the comments weren't coming out here, chat. I just saw you. Hey, chat. How you doing? I see Veteran Crypto. Our condolences to Steadybug. Prayer emojis for Steadybug in the chat, guys. Rest in peace to the bears of the channel that swore we wouldn't pass $100,000. That swore we wouldn't pass all-time highs. That swore we'd never see 120K. Rest in peace to all of them. But here's your monthly time frame, okay? Monthly time frame. MACD looking good. RSI is looking strong. Stochastics looking absolutely fantastic. I do want to say, we're actually testing it right now. Testing the resistance on our total market cap for your total 2. $1.44 trillion. If we break past that, your next big resistance level is going to be 1.5, but then we're just straight up into price discovery. So what it looks like we're about to roll into, especially when you're looking at the ETH BTC chart, when you're looking at Bitcoin dominance, when you're looking at all these different flavors, I guess you want to say on your charts, the expansion to the upside here just looks massive. I mean, we're talking maybe 6 months of, look, you can have pullbacks, you can have consolidation, you can have that rejection. I'm somebody that thinks it's going to be more stair-stepped up. I am very skeptical of, hedge funds like Millennium and all these quant analysis firms coming into this market. I think they're going to really wreck retail. I think retail is always going to end up being the loser. That just, life's rough and then you die. Like, the house always wins. You guys know this, chat. Like, type 1 if you agree. The casino always wins. Market makers always wins. They have AI and quant that we don't even know that exist, right? But if we understand that we're now in a bull trend, we're very much in a bull market. I don't think anybody's trying to dispute that. Does anybody argue we're in a bear market right now? I don't believe there's anybody going to try to argue out there that we're in a bear market or entering a bear market. We have been saying this since Donald Trump took office, since we had to go through all the FUD with everybody saying Trump's session, with all the FUD saying we're going to enter a recession. Man, if this is a recession, this is the worst recession we've ever seen in history, because now we not only have massive breakout zones, we have the big, beautiful bill. That's $5 trillion added to spending. We have monetary policy starting to shift across the board. We have crypto bills from the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and all the HR resolutions just passed through the House, adding stable coins, more and more money coming into crypto. So here is your best case for Ethereum, right? On the monthly time frame. Again, this is a very broad overview, okay? So if you go, Josh, the price is down next week. This is the monthly time frame. So when you see a candlestick on this chart right now, it's one entire month, almost 30 days, depending on the month you're in, right? 30 days of movement. Well, if you're looking at the MACD, just like when you're on the daily, the 4 hour, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, when it's oversold, you want to buy. When it's overbought, you want to sell. And right now we're breaking through a major moving average. We are seeing the MACD reverse. We have the stochastic looking beautiful. And I just was shown this by Ed, because I honestly always forget, chat. I always forget to check out on the monthly time scale. We're so intertwined into these markets. We're looking at daily time frames, 4 hours, hours, minutes, 5 minutes, 50 minutes, weekly sometimes, right? We're so in the know on this market we forget about the macro picture sometimes. So go into the weekly. What's the weekly look like? All right. The weekly RSI, plenty of rotation to be able to see more movement to the upside. We could see that stochastic range. I would say one or two situations are going to play out. This, right, let me draw it out right. You can see it right here. This would be if we come up to the 0.003 or the 0.031 here on the Bitcoin dominant, or this is the ETH BTC chart. I do expect us to see a little bit of resistance here on the weekly. So maybe we push up for this week, maybe next week as well. Maybe we just keep see a nice little explosive upside. I wouldn't be shocked though if we're nearing a local top. All right, before we see some consolidation. Can I be wrong? Of course. Can we Bitcoin just shoot up to 130K, 140K? Of course. But we're realistic on this channel, right? We're going to look at our key ranges. We're going to look at our resistance. And here's what's happening on the weekly time frame. Okay, the weekly to daily time frame. If I go to Bitcoin dominance, RSI stochastic, this is why I think there's more upside. But look right here, right? This is our trend line. So the 61.2%. This is my target for the downside on Bitcoin dominance right now. I expect us to bounce around this range. If we don't bounce around this range, I mean, I would love to see that. But again, we're going off historical data, and this is a very significant support region. So even if this were to happen, remember, guys, if Bitcoin dominance crashes, that's good, okay? Bitcoin dominance crashing means altcoins are pumping. So when I'm talking about red and downside on this is very good for your altcoins, right? So altcoins dropping at the same time, though, okay? Total 2, which is Ethereum and all your altcoins excluding Bitcoin, right, is starting to test major resistance levels. So if we get a nice spike up here, I would expect us on the RSI, still more movement, right? On the stochastic, on the weekly. There is still definitely more room for this price action to go to the upside. That was discussed. I just spat everywhere. But I am expecting in the next week to 2 weeks to potentially see that slowdown and that rotation. Whether that means we're going to see a pullback, whether that means we're going to see consolidation, I don't necessarily know. I'm just telling you guys that are coming into this market for the first time, I'm not here to be a moon boy, okay? I'm not here to tell you, buy now, it's too late. Buy now, it's too late. Dude, we were here at 77K Bitcoin telling you to buy, with bears saying Joshua Jake is, dumb. He's going to wreck you guys. Same thing at 30K Bitcoin. Same thing at 15K Bitcoin. We have been in this market since literally the bottom. Dollar cost averaging and buying. Some people bought at the top of last cycle. Can't stop that, right? But we are significantly well positioned at this point. I mean, in one trade in the last 2 days, you can see right now, we're up $7,600. That's $7,600 in real cash. We already have a stop loss. No matter what, we make $5,300 on this trade, right? In one trade. So we're trading. That doesn't include all of our spot positions, all of our portfolios that are up 30, 40, 50, 100, 300% like Aerodrome, right? We have massive bags that are also growing. We are well positioned. So all I'm simply saying here is if you guys are coming into this market, get excited because the Discover family, the people that have been following us here for a long time, you guys deserve everything that's about to happen to you. You deserve all of this upside. If you're somebody that's coming in on the daily time frame, you're brand new to the market, you are entering the top of a local move. You're chasing a green candlestick. So that's all I'm saying in reference here. These are my targets. 61.27% on Bitcoin dominance. I would expect a bounce there. Again, that means you're going to see more upside in ETH. I don't know if that means ETH's going to hit 4K or 4,500. I have key ranges on Ethereum. Here's my key ranges. On Ethereum, it's 35.65, which we almost touched actually today. We almost touched $3,500. Major liquidity level. Of course, 38.83, and then that $4,000 level. All right, those are the targets I want to see over the coming days. Before I start going, okay, we're really getting kind of peakish here. I want to see some weekly rotation of consolidation. Does that have to happen? No. But almost every single time you guys have a market rotation, you have ups and downs. You need to be prepared for both. So if you're waiting for consolidation, I want to teach everybody here how to dollar cost average. On the daily time frame, when you want a dollar cost average, this is so simple. Say it with me, chat. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. This is my 8th year in crypto, right? I don't know why this is the hardest thing to understand in crypto. Buy low, sell high, right? It is the hardest thing for everybody to do in crypto for some reason. Every single time crypto's at a low, every single time, man. Every single time crypto's at a low, it's at a low, the RSI is at a low, the RSI is at a low, the RSI is at a low. stochastics at a low. Maybe there's bullish divergence. Maybe the MACD is completely oversold. Volume selling, prices are down. It's not easy to buy low. Why isn't it easy to buy low, chat? It's very simple. When markets are low, it means markets are shit. It means there's probably bombs going off in the Middle East. It means there's probably some crazy tariff conversation with trade wars taking place, right? There's going to be something on a macro scale that's affecting that. But every single time you can use your historical data points, which we do on FOMO, right? We have our liquidations here that I'll be showing you guys in just a moment. We haven't gotten to liquidations yet. But when it's oversold, you buy. When it's overbought, you sell. And right now, you guys can look at this, guys, right? Where are we at on the RSI? Okay. Do you buy or take profit? And you don't have to sell right now necessarily. Maybe you just want to take profits. But if we were to just base this off every historical data point, it's like the people that are disagreeing with me here, it's fine. There's people that don't think, like I'm trading, right? We have spot bags. We're taking positions. We're taking profit, rotating to Bitcoin, whatever it is, right? What I'm saying here is if you're if you're telling your friends to buy into crypto right now, okay, look at the RSI, look at the stochastic. Let me know in the chat right now. We're going to take a poll. We're going to take a poll right now. Do you buy or want to take profits right now? So do you buy or sell? Do you buy or sell? Do you buy or sell at this level? This is the fluffiest talk I've ever heard. Technical term king. Dude, we gotta Mike White, you gotta take the technicals. We can talk about breakers, you can talk about equilibriums, we can go into bullish and divergences and whatever you want. Confluence, we can talk about all that. But we're talking to the masses here, baby. We gotta simple this down. It should be finger painting. Chat is saying buy. But there's a lot of people out there saying sell, guys. It is hodl. It is sell. It's either take profit or a hodl. Okay. It's either take profit or hodl. That's not me being a bear. Okay. We got to get through that head. We got to get that out of it. I'm not a bear. We're not bearish whatsoever. What it means is usually historical data would show you that if you were at this range, you're more than likely going to see a pullback and enter a time of consolidation. Okay. Every single time. RSI overextended, you see a pullback. And what are these pullbacks, mind you? What are these pullbacks here? Right? We're looking from 3,500 down to, that's a 10% pullback on Ethereum, right? Then you consolidate. Can you move higher? Of course. The people that dollar cost average when it is low are the people that make money when it's high. That's all I'm trying to say here. Okay. So am I excited? Am I bullish? I'm extremely bullish right now. You can see my key levels. If we break $4,000, hell, we are going into price discovery, baby. We're going into price discovery. Just this time around, I'm making sure people don't just round trip their bags. That is the whole purpose of this conversation we're having right now. Have reasoning, have probability, have a strategy. This isn't 2021. This isn't 2017. You can't take $100, throw it at a wall, and make life-changing generational wealth. Okay? Way easier back then. Now you're versing hedge funds, you're versing quant, you're versing AI, you're versing governments. And this time you need to make sure you have a strategy, because I've seen this time and time again. And while the market's going to get very bullish and excited, we can all be, guys, I can scream from the rooftops right now. I'm stoked for how the markets are performing right now, right? It's great. We're still not back where we were on a lot of different key products, but they're starting to move. We're starting to see huge volume. However, you need to be prepared with the strategy to cycle around. Okay. Don't be greedy. Just have a strategy. It's bizarre to me. I was having this conversation last night. I saw people getting mad at the term taking profits. I'm gonna blow the minds of a lot of people right now. Okay. Guess what? No man went broke taking profit. There is always going to be another trade. So don't ever worry about selling too early or not catching the entire trend, right? You can't predict the price movement of everything perfectly. That's just not going to happen, right? Maybe some people get lucky. That's great. Have a moon bag. But if you're up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 100x on your projects, you're up massively in profits. Don't be ever worried about if somebody is shitting about, it's clear. If somebody is shitting on you and making fun of you and talking down to you because you are taking profits, that individual is straight up mad at the fact you are making money. That's it. There is no other way to spin it. They can use, they're selling too early because of based off these principles. They are simply mad at you making money. And that chance to make money is always going to exist. There's always going to be another trade. There's always going to be another stock, another crypto, another investment. There's always going to be another opportunity. So this time around, I'll summarize it there. Have a strategy, risk manage, and take profit. If some little noodle stick like me in 2017 was like, I'm going to hold, dude, I round tripped bags previous cycles, right? I don't do that anymore. I invest, I take profit, I rebuild, right? You got to diversify. But if some little noodle stick on TikTok or on YouTube or on Twitter is telling you not to take profits when markets are up exponentially, they're simply telling you not to make money. It's crazy. They just want you to be exit liquidity. So anyways, that's my rant here today. But that, again, that's just a broad analysis. Should you hold a moon bag? Dude, if you're up 3, 4, 5x on a token, why not take 50% of the profit and literally let the rest ride, right? De-risk your portfolio. That's where more strategies come into this. But again, I just wanted that perspective as this market takes off, guys, because we seriously, it doesn't just feel like we're back. We have massive confluence on multiple charts and data points that show we are in a breakout trend. We're at least having a mini alt season where I will confirm alt season when we break out of this downward trend. Okay. The trend is your friend. It is that simple. That never changes. That is one of the most user-friendly chart analysis you'll ever get on the planet. The trend is your friend. And the trend right now is that at 61%, if we break below this and get confirmation on that breakdown, this will be the true alt season. That will be madness. Okay. That could be madness. That will be madness. But there's also a possibility. Okay. There's a possibility we come down to 61% and then we bounce around a little bit higher before we break. It could be another 6 months. And I want those possibilities laid out for everybody. There we go. So you're saying hold Ethereum until it hits 20K? You got me. You figured it out, man. Patrick, that was exactly what I'm trying to say, brother. Thank you, man. Why take profits if it can 20x? I'm up like 700% on XRP and holding tight, baby. Hard to trade with one hand, and I have you on the other screen. Pause. What, Nick? What? Bro's multitasking. Josh said, hold ETH to 1 million or you're gay. Oh, my goodness. Well, let's check up on some altcoins here. So that's, that was the primary things I want to talk about with you guys here tonight. But in terms of news, let's get to news. Let's get to the trading. That's my rant. We'll move on from there. By the way, guys, if we're on X, we have over 1,000 people watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button just like this and hit that repost. And if you guys love and appreciate this content, again, we are live trading here. We're up about $8,000 in a live position. So you guys know where I put my money where my mouth is. I put my money where my mouth is, right? That's a metaphor, right? I don't do that in the literal sense because most money has traces of feces on it. But that's despite I'm sidestepping the conversation there. Anyways, massive trade on the screen. You guys can see here. Absolutely printing here. Call me Jerome Powell or Daddy Powell because I should be leading the Federal Reserve with how much money we're printing on this channel right now. Let's go down though. We have Ondo. Yeah, Ondo's crushing it right now, up 10%. This is one of the easiest calls we've ever made on Discover Crypto. My average entry here is probably about 55 cents. We've been talking about Ondo since literally day one, all the way down towards that 36-cent range is when we first discovered this. We dollar cost average. It went up to $1.45. The first time back in not May or June, actually, we bought it. This was November because when we saw all of that money do a 4x, made a lot of money and I went and bought a Tesla in cash. That is the Ondo mobile. We have an Ondo car. We literally made off this trade. How do we do it? Very simple. Ondo, in my opinion, is incredibly undervalued towards the bottom half of this range. This nice megaphone rotation. We're about to test some major resistance at $1.13. If it gets above that, man, the rest is history here. But that 50, we said it here every single time. Dollar cost average, dollar cost average, dollar cost average, buy, 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 buy. And now we're getting that breakout. So shout out to all the Ondo holders that have absolutely blessing positions. Chainlink, another very easy call here on the channel. We drew out this trend weeks, if not months ago at this point, but had a very comfortable breakout. Also, when you look at Link BTC, was showing a major bottoming of resistance. Also drew that out right. So your next area for us is probably 0.00002 on the Chainlink factor. For if we do get this confirmation, we do get this breakout, we do get this rotation, That would put Chainlink upwards of $30, $35. So huge confluence there on the charts as well. Let's see what do we got. Dude, XRP is ridiculous. You guys want to see XRPs? My God, dude, look at this monthly on XRP, bro. Dude, XRP is insane, man. It's actually insane. I can't believe I fell for the FUD, dude. Check the chat. Last minute, that one. Last minute news. SEC approves conversion of Grayscale fund containing HBAR, Cardano, Athena to spot ETF. This was brand new. Holy smokes. Hold on, let me look at this right now. SEC approves. I think we got breaking news, chat. LOL, you love XRP? No, I apologize for shitting on XRP, but Juke City. Yeah. Take it how you want. I can go back to shitting on it if you want me to, but I think that's retarded at this point. Last minute news. SEC approves conversion of Grayscale fund. Let me see this. HBAR? Cardano. I'll just type in HBAR. Yeah, I think that, here we go. HBAR has flipped SWI to reclaim its position as the 13th top crypto stablecoin. HBAR is number 13 now. What are the top projects right now? I actually haven't looked at this in so long. Go to coin market cap here. Bitcoin. Okay, so let's go top 10. So top 10 are Cardano, Tron, Dogecoin, Sol. Past that, Stellar Lumens is now number 11. Hyperliquid, one of the best, obviously. Probably about to enter the top 10. I mean, that can catch it. Hyperliquid's crushing it. Sweet. Dude, Hedera is 15 on the chart. Wow. It's a battle, though. I mean, $1 billion is not a lot in crypto. So it's like, dude, it's like right there. These are competing right now between Shiba, Avalanche, Bitcoin Cash, Hedera, Chainlink, and Sui. They're all competing for those places now. HBAR is going crazy. Let's see. Just because it's pumping, it's not that it doesn't mean it's good. No, dude, I'm just giving credit to the XRP holders. I don't know why the community's got to be so toxic. It's like, dude, literally take the win. Take the win. Congratulations. Hey, congratulations. Good game. You won. Like, what? Dude, chill. I'm okay. Fuck you for making money. I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you? It's just funny, man. It's everyone. Everyone shit on XRP. I paid it no mind. HBAR going crazy. Let's go look at HBAR right now. I'll pull up HBAR chart as well. Let's do it. HBAR. I hold HBAR. I hold a bag of HBAR. So I've been holding HBAR. I'm one of the largest, not largest. That's crazy. That'd be awesome though. I've been holding HBAR from since 2019 November, I believe. 2019 below November. Dude, look at the monthly on HBAR, bro. Oh my God. Look at that bull div, dude. Let's go to the daily. Dude, HBAR is nutty, bro. It's nutty. It's absolutely nutty. Juke City says, I love to see you cry about XRP. You know what I think about XRP? Here you go. This is you, Juke. Cry harder. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm up $8,000 in a trade. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so, oh no. Oh no. Woo! I needed that one, Jude. I love you, baby. I love you. I hope you know I'm just having fun, Jude. I love all of you guys. I love all of you guys. I'm just having fun. Let's just have some fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. Ondo's pumping. Yes, Ondo is pumping. It's we're looking for that target of about $1.10 is going to be massive resistance on Ondo there. Pin link as well, getting a little bit of life back into it. 80 cents, baby. That's going to be a micro token here, up 10% though. XRP's up 16% right now, dude. 16% right now, dude. And then, yeah, Bitcoin's about to pass 120. Bitcoin's struggling to break that 120, but we drew this out yesterday in the Discord here for you guys. Which if you guys are in that free Discord, go hop in there. We're doing the $1,000 to $10,000 challenge. And, yeah, it's just it's a good time to, it's a good place to be. You know what I mean? It's a good place to be, but we broke out of this wedge. Right now, you got massive resistance at $120,000. If this closes above this on the 4-hour, that's looking pretty good. Let's go over the FOMO chart, though. We can give you guys a better analysis here. Go to 24-hour time frame. We're just going to pull up the liquidations. Yeah, there's liquidity. I mean, 24 hours on Bitcoin, 116,000 is becoming major support. But again, that's where a lot of liquidity is. However, you do have some opening up at 121, 124, all the way up to 125. Going to the 12-hour time frame, which is how I find those key points. Yeah, Bitcoin's a little bit harder, but again, you're getting that short squeeze to $121,000. So we almost hit it earlier. So you can actually see it, right? You see it right here. We came up to this major liquidation level. This is so simple. By the way, if you guys are brand new to crypto and want one of the easiest charts to read, we're doing this on FOMO.io, but it's literally, it's color coded. It's finger painting. Why? Because we're all children at the end of the day. The brighter the color, the more likely the price of Bitcoin is going to follow to it. However, there's a little bit more to it. It's not as simple as that, but you can kind of get the picture, right? So if we break through this bright color, these are your support and resistance levels. So if we go up to $121,500 and we eat all this liquidity, you're probably going to shoot up and get a very quick rotation, a bit of a short squeeze before consolidating, moving further down. How do you analyze when to enter that position? Super. I'm glad you asked, chat. Glad you asked. Just go to your exchange liquidation map here, right? And we can actually see all the real-time orders open. So if we break past $120,000, you can see that there's still plenty of liquidity above us. So you'll more than likely get a bit of a short squeeze. And then in real time, you'll want to see orders opening up to know, okay, do I scalp? Do I short? But that's for intraday traders and that's for day traders. If you guys want to follow us with that in the Discord, come join. It's free. The link's in the description below. If you're somebody that's looking to dollar cost average, dude, you should be looking literally not at weeklies or monthlies, which let me just go to the monthly chart here on Bitcoin. My God, 115K is turning into some pretty good support on the monthly, but the 3-month time frame, dude, $111,000 chat, $111,000 is going to be pretty significant support now. That was previous all-time highs. We hit it 3 times. It took a lot of volume to break through it. We smashed through it so hard. We just, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, we got a nice bounce up to 123K. So that's what we're watching right now. I can explain that further in a little bit. ETH is absolutely ripping right now, which means we are up now 8,600. We might make $10,000 in this trade. We might make $10,000 in this trade today. If you also don't believe me, guys, I'm on TikTok, so I'm gonna flip the camera for you guys. This is real money. This isn't paper trading, right? This isn't paper money. This isn't, some, kids on TikTok using prop exchanges, which are just straight up scams, right? These are legitimate, okay, dollars, legitimate dollars, real money, which I do need to adjust that stop loss here. Let's move that up quite a bit. Let's move that into, let's go to, what are we at right now? It's at, so let's go to 400 probably. There we go. We'll lock in $6,400 now. $6,400 now. There we go. But I think it's honestly going to 4K right here. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is crazy, dude. ETH is at... I still think ETH should be back at 5K. Type 1 in chat if you agree. Ethereum should be at 5K. Dude, Bitcoin's in price discovery. And Ethereum's still not all-time highs? Are you kidding me? Everything is built on top of Ethereum. It should be at all-time highs. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, we're up 266%. See, this is where you can't be mad, chat. This is where you can't be mad. If I left my entire margin in there with the $10,000 and not take out like most of it, which right now this margin is I think $3,300, we'd be up like literally 40K. But you just can't. You can't be mad at taking profit, dude. You can't. You just simply can't. Okay? You just can't. That's how it works here. DeFi drops link, chain link here. I'm okay with the price of ETH now. No worries. Yeah, same as well. Did as be as well here. Always take profit. Ethereum is going to 14K by next week. Let's actually just do some moon math here. You guys want to do some moon math with me? Okay, so if here we go. Here we go. Okay, so right now we're already up $8,000. Okay, we're already up $8,000. It's pretty easy. If we do some moon math, okay, if Ethereum hits $4,000, right? If Ethereum goes to 4K, we're making $17,400. Again, we've already locked in $6,400 in profit, right? So that would be there. If it goes to 5K, 5,000, that would put us at $35,000. 14,000, which won't happen. That would be 200,000. Dude, moon math's stupid. Moon math's just stupid. Moon math is literally just stupid. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Hey, you know, we like to dream. We could dream. Josh said it. Ethereum is going to 14K next week. Clip me. Clip me. Expose me, bro. Expose me, man. Do it. Please. I beg you. Aerodrome. TikTok's asking for Aerodrome. How many people hold Aerodrome? Let me know how many people hold Aerodrome. Fun fact about Aerodrome, we called it literally the day of the bottom, and we bought the day of the bottom with literally bands on live on stream on Discover Crypto right here, literally on this date, right? You see this little date right here, guys? This is when we bought. Boom. Just right here. Just absolutely crushed that trade. It is now up literally 3x. So anybody that got into that trade on Discover Crypto, I'm just holding my bag on Coinbase. That thing is just absolutely crushing it here with all the base announcements and everything from Coinbase. So Aerodrome looks good. Am I getting in here now? I mean, dude, there's definitely more upside I expect to see out of it. But again, we got in at 30 cents, 33 cents. So we're chilling on the Aerodrome right now. But Aerodrome is a beautiful platform, dude. I think Aerodrome could easily go to multiple dollars this cycle. Like, look at this. Like in the beginning, it went to $2.20. Your resistance is going to be $1.54 for sure. Actually, that's a lie. Let me go right here. Boom. There you go. So we're actually battling this right now. If Aerodrome gets over $1.03 and closes, we could probably see a huge, huge move to $1.50. But that's going to be the next resistance gap I'm looking at for sure. Which, by the way, if you guys are on TikTok or YouTube, if you guys want to help me out, I did just get my TikTok back. We are massively shadow banned, but it completely makes sense. I haven't posted in like 6 months because my account's been locked. So if you guys want to help me out, any of my recent videos, guys, just leave a like button, let the video play, put it on rotation, repost it, do whatever you can. If you guys support this content, you don't have to. I'm just saying it's free to do it. But if you guys want to support the content, well, I mean, I'm posting literally like so many times a day right now. We're going to get back into the rhythm. But it's pretty unfortunate that we got kicked off the platform for so long because we got to get back into the algorithm. Josh, what do you think of 6K XRP, 14 cents, all sell, 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 sell? Dude, it's entirely up to you, man. But if you got into XRP, brother, if you got into XRP, did you say 6 that you have? Oh, wait, you hold up. So you hold 6,000, 6K XRP. So XRP, you hold 6,000 XRP tokens, right? I mean, shout out to you. If you hold 6,000 XRP tokens, that's literally like $22,000. Dude, take profit. Like, that's all I'm saying. Just take profit. Like, what's wrong with what are you holding forever? What are you holding to? Right? So are you holding the $10? Not going to $100. Like, even Brad Garlinghouse has scoffed at that. Like, that's not happening. But maybe it goes to $7. Maybe it goes to $5, right? But I gotta ask you guys. Everybody goes, I'm not selling. I'm not fucking selling. I'm not fucking doing it. Okay, well, if you're not gonna sell, what are you investing for? Like, how are you going to make money? If you're never going to sell, how are you going to make money? You know what I mean? Like, that's the craziest mentality I have, is that I'm not selling. Like, don't sell all of it. I'm not saying sell all of it, right? I'm not selling even potentially half of it. But it's like, what are you buying crypto for if you're not? Why don't you just go buy an XRP poster and put it above your bed? You know what I mean? Like, if you just like it that much, you can stare at it when you go to bed. But like, everybody needs an exit strategy. You have to have an exit strategy, right? Like with Bitcoin's a little bit different because Bitcoin, one, it's a store of value. Two, it's gonna be way less volatile. Three, you could borrow and lend against it way easier. So it's like, if maybe I see people that don't sell their Bitcoin because they borrow against it, that makes sense. So is that a strategy you're hoping to get to one day? You know, and this isn't for just XRP, chat. This is for every crypto. This is for every, it doesn't, not even just for every investment, right? It's like, okay, like if you got to just ask, why are you buying it, right? If you're not ever going to sell, why are you buying? What's the point of that? You want to buy a Lamborghini? Great. If you bought 6,000 XRP, I don't know if 6,000 XRP is going to ever be worth a Lamborghini. Like, what are you talking? 300,000? Like, you probably get a 2004, 2005 Lamborghini. What would be a 2005? Not Aventador. I'm spacing out on the name of it. You probably get a cheaper Lamborghini that's probably been through a few different crashes, has a ton of miles on it for maybe 80, 90K, maybe off auction. So then you're asking, okay, so now your $22,000 needs to do a 5X. Okay. So it's going to do a 5x. So you're saying XRP is going to go to $15 before you sell? $18 before you sell? You know? It's like, it's very interesting. Oh, they don't get XRP. No, what I don't get is why do people not want to fucking make money? That's what I don't understand. You guys, congrats to the XRP holders. You guys are making money. But the people that are ever going to hold, I'm not saying, okay, it's crazy. We're running in circles here. We're running in circles. You guys are going to round trip your bags. It's cool. I'll let it go. Uncle Sam already calling for his cuts. I made 180K off XRP and off my original 6K investment years ago. Let's freaking go, baby. That is a Lamborghini right there, Brian Mundy. I hope you didn't buy a Lamborghini, though. I hope you invest that into more property and made more money so you can buy more XRP. I hope you absolutely crushed it that way. That's my mentality. Sell and get another investment that makes you more money to buy more, right? It's like, there you go. Here we go. XRP makes me mad. Yeah, it makes me do it infuriates me, bro. Nothing like an XRP proc boy. What is I don't know. I got nothing. I got no jokes on my head right now. I refuse to buy XRP at this price. We're talking about the opposite. We're talking about taking profits. XRP will get swift approval and go to $10,000. That is crazy. But hey, let's go, baby. Josh is back. What's up, Heat? What's up, baby? What's up, man? Is the Genius Act passing right now? Yes. So let's get to some news here, guys. We are up massively. We're up $8,500. We're up $8,500 here in two. This is one trade. One traded. Here we go, though. Let's go to the homepage. Okay. Billionaire Jack Dorsey just launched an app where users can send Bitcoin. Not very breaking news. We already know about that. President Trump to open up $9 trillion in crypto investment opportunity to investment portfolios. That was big. What is this right here? This is funny, dude. Someone cheating on there. That's crazy. Prototype XR. Hold up. That was funny. Let me get some news on here. Breaking news about Epstein. The Wall Street Journal has released its exclusive bombshell report. Probably not a bombshell. It's like the equivalent of this bombshell is like when you're watching Love Island, like, hot new bombshell enters the villa. And then it's like a fucking 3, just with caked on makeup and fake ass and fake lips. That's what usually these bombshell reports are. But anyways, bombshell report revealing that friends compiled a book of body letters for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday, including one sent to Donald Trump or by Donald Trump. Oh, interesting. The story gets more storier. Too bad it doesn't exist anymore. President Trump to open the $9 trillion U.S. retirement market to crypto investments. That was what was pumping markets pretty hard today. We had, of course, where is it? Oh my God, it's happening. It's actually fucking happening. It's actually happening here, dude. BlackRock filed to add staking to its Ethereum ETF. That was huge. Excuse me, dude. Ooh la la. Yeah, chat never happened. Dude, this be I can't make that joke. I don't know if TikTok will let me make that joke. Chat, okay, I gotta ask chat here. Somebody asked, is it too late to buy XRP? Chat, answer this. Let's take a poll on chat right now. Is it too late to buy XRP's at all-time highs at $3.55? Is it too late to buy XRP? Yes or no right now? I love XRP, dude. I've been holding XRP forever. I've never doubted it. I never fudded it. I never hated it. Dude, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I love it, dude. I'm actually all in. I took 4 loans against it, bro. Yes. No. Is it too late to buy XRP? Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Can we get a moderator? Actually, a moderator? I'm actually, can we make a poll? Let's make a poll right here. We're going to do a poll. Can I not make polls here? Host, guest, subscribe, enhance, business subscriptions, share, active live goal, comments, settings, pause. Crazy. We can't be making polls, dude. That's absolutely wild. That's absolutely wild, guys. Thank you for the 7,000 likes, by the way, guys. If you're on YouTube or any of these platforms, do me a favor, guys. If you like these late night streams, if you like us live trading and giving you guys that breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications, do whatever you have to do, but just do something that helps boost the algorithm. Dislike it. If you dislike me, dislike it. There you go. Still pushes the algorithm. Josh, can we see a $5,000 Ethereum? Of course, my guy. Of course, dude. $5,000 Ethereum is gonna be a bear's wet dream in one day. We're getting a very beautiful breakout here. So this is what we've been doing on ETH. So ETH, we have been an expert trader on ETH. ETH has been one of the best trading opportunities that I have seen in this market, specifically in 3 regions. Okay, the reason why I like ETH so much is it just ranges, bro. ETH has so many like beautiful little ranges that you can short and long with it on an intraday time frame and just make easy scalps. So what am I looking at? Okay, Ethereum, 1 range, 2 range, 3 range, 4 range, technically 5 here. That's the same range though. Okay, why is that important? I'm looking at a daily time frame, which means this is 2 months. This is 2 months of trading. Technically 3 months. This is from May. Actually, that's 2 months of trading. From May to June, Ethereum bounced and traded between a range for 2 entire months, right? 2 entire months, which means every time it hit the top of this range around 2,700 and touched the bottom of this range around 2,300, you would scalp, short, scalp, long, scalp, short, scalp, long, scalp, short, scalp, long, scalp, short, scalp, long. Did this in a Discord. Absolutely crushed it. The time before that, guess what? Let's zoom back. Go to, where's November? November, okay? Look at this. From August to November, right here. August to November. Another insane range. This is when we bought the Tesla. We made a $75,000 trade live on stream. Like it was a $50,000 and $25,000 trade back to back. How? We caught every single one of these trades, and literally on the day of the announcement, we caught the entire push to the upside. Absolutely obliterated all trade expectations. I love trading ranges. They're predictable. All right. What's not predictable is price discovery. What's not predictable is price discovery. So right now, let's just look at the historical charts here, right? We have these key ranges. We've broken out all of this. It's very clear. Ethereum's probably about to test $3,800 to $4,000. Okay. It's all-time high. I don't think ETH's ever hit 5K. Hit $4,800. So if Bitcoin's in price discovery, if XRP's in price discovery, if a lot of your favorite altcoins are in price discovery, I think it's only a matter of time. I don't know if it's weeks. I don't know if it's months that you will see Ethereum pushing towards a new all-time high, okay, which could easily be $5,000. All right. By the time Ethereum's at $5,000, though, dude, XRP's up 16% right now. Aerodrome's up like literally 200% last 2 weeks. Like your altcoins are gonna be producing so much profits, homie. So much profits. So much profit. This is you. This is you every day, every moment, every hour, every second. While your family is doing everything around you, or you're just going to be eating, bro. You're going to be straight up just eating. Just eating, bro. What is your Discord? The link's in the description, man. You can just click on it. It's free to join, by the way, guys. The Discord's completely free. All you have to do, I post all of my live trades in there. Except this was the one trade I took without the Discord at like 1:30 a.m. with my co-founder. But this Discord's I've done $1,000 to $10,000 challenges this is the 4th time we're doing it. Right now we're up. Technically on this one, we're almost there already. We're pretty much almost there. We're going to be at probably $6,000 on the $1,000 to $10,000 challenge. But in terms of what was that? August, I think we turned 3,000 into 130K, $130,000. It was insane, bro. Absolutely insane. So this time I want to do a Porsche. I'm not going to actually buy a Porsche. I'm going to lease a Porsche once we get to that range, and I'm going to try to trade to $1 million. Will be the goal with this portfolio. Which right now we're starting to make way more money with way less leverage. So it's having fun, man, there. But that's free to join. Free to join. Free to join. All you got to do is sign up with our referral link and one of our established partners. Jay Shelton, thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Can you see Polkadot at $10? Polkadot. Let's pull up Polkadot. How many people in chat hold Polkadot? How many people in chat hold Polkadot? Where do I see Ethereum topping out? Personally, like $6,500 is my top out on ETH, but that's based off a few different things that I'll talk about in just a moment. Right now, I want to talk about Polkadot because I asked that first. How many people hold Polkadot? Me. Okay, quite a few people. Okay, so let's pull up Polkadot. Let's pull up the Dotinator. Polkadot's chart, disgusting. I mean, it's definitely not. It's disgusting. It's not moved like most other altcoins. What I will say is it might be undervalued in that sense. The bottom was quite clearly at the $3.35 range. What I would look for on Polkadot, okay? Look at your daily stochastic. Let's go to the monthly. Let's go to the weekly here. What's the weekly look like? Weekly, nice bullish, very bullish divergence on the stochastic and the MACD. So I actually really like that on the weekly here on Polkadot. Even a bullish divergence on the weekly here on the outside with it massive move to the upside to $11. I think Polkadot will be yeah. So the question actually was, what do you think Polkadot will hit $10 again? You can see the weekly closes right here. That's above $10. I think you could see Polkadot at $10 again. No problem. I think that's going to be an area where you really want to be focusing, because if it gets denied off of it, maybe we're entering an alt season or something, or a bear market again. But that $10 ETH is kind of like that new resistance category, and that's so easy to pinpoint here on the weekly time frame, right? Turned it into support right here back in August of 2021, came back down. This is the the retail rally bull run, broke through it. This is now massive resistance. So if you break through $10, that's fantastic. But right now it's like $10 seems to be the magnet point, or the key liquidity range on Polkadot. So I want to be shocked if that happened. Let's go to the monthly though. The monthly, interesting. Stochastic, bullish divergence on stochastic. I do like seeing that. Giving you a little bit more confirmation. What I want to point out though, to chat here, can we have a serious discussion? You guys need to realize that the most amount of money in alt season is generally made in 1 month. Like, look how far it pumped in 1 month, right? Now, I do, and actually, that's a lie. In alt moves, right? That's a 1 month candlestick. In alt season, I mean, it's like 2 to 3 months that you get serious upside. So just know when this happens, when the price of these tokens start to move, guys, it's going to happen like that. It's going to happen at the snap. You're going to get FOMO. Like, I can only say that much. You're going to get FOMO. But I do think $10 Polkadot is very, very likely again. I do have to admit that. I think Polkadot, $2 makes a lot of sense. Once you break $4.90, you can probably get a nice movement to the upside there. But I think there's better layer ones out there now, if that makes sense. I think like, dude, your Swees, your Solanas, there's like, where's Kita, by the way? Where's Kita at? Someone just said this, and I want to pull this up because I haven't pulled up Kita in a minute. This is launched by Eric Schmidt, which is the ex-founder of Google. And no, I do not work with them or any way. I just want to see if they're moving. Actually, their daily chart's kind of ugly there. Are we crashing? Prices are crashing? Not really crashing right now. Let me see the pullback here. We just pumped to what? 35.27. 35.27. Where did Bitcoin? Bitcoin's having a hard time break past 120K, man. Every time it gets above it, it pumps hard, comes back, no support, just drops below. You want to see it get it back above that. You do have a bullish divergence on the minute time frame right here, though. Little bull div on the minute time frame. So we might see a retest of 120 again right now. I don't know if we're going to reclaim that though. Anthony W with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, dog, for the support, man. Much love. What are your thoughts on Crow Coin? I don't trade exchange tokens, okay? I just don't trade exchange tokens. So I wish I can give you a full in-depth analysis. Let's pull up Crow on the long time frame here, right? Crow's looking actually pretty good right now. Got a lot of movement. What was the announcement Crow just had, by the way? Are they doing UFC? I don't remember what it was. But Crow does, like, look how volatile this is, right? Exchange tokens tend to be more volatile because they depend on retail transaction volume. And so in a bull market, exchange tokens are great, right? Exchange tokens are fantastic. They are fantastic. No way, bro, reads the chat. So annoying. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, I definitely don't read chat. This is a pre-recorded live here. But either way, Crow, I'd like to see 23 cents again. But yeah, the reason why I just don't trade Crow is literally because of this. I mean, it's just an obvious answer, right? It's literally, it's up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no structure. It's very, very quick moving price action. So you want to trade exchange tokens, go for it. Just know that they're the ones that pump. They do pump the hardest. They do pump sometimes the hardest, but they also drop very, very quickly. So I just personally, brother, that's all I'm saying, man, is I just don't trade exchange tokens because look at that compared to like an ETH chart, right? It's easier to read other things. And so I personally don't bet on, like, Coinbase though, dude. Coinbase stock was one of the best plays of the market, right? But Coinbase has a stock, so it's going to be a lot less susceptible to volatility and manipulation than a Crow on a exchange token. But Crow dude, it pumps hard, man. That's why you get out once it pumps hard. Yeah, 100%. They just are like, dude, sometimes they just, it's just, again, they're exchange tokens. I purposely just don't trade them because of that. That's literally it. But they, again, if you're in Crow, I made money on Crow in 2021. That was because of actually one of my previous business partners, Blockchain Boy. He got me into Crow very early, actually. I made a stupid amount of money off Crow. But because of the price action, I mean, it definitely was a no-brainer to buy this at 8 cents. But just know, when this thing pumps, dude, take your profits. Take your profits, because it peaks when retail peaks. That's all I would say. Sol targets, Solana targets. Solana targets $250 for sure. I think my target for Solana this cycle, there's 2 targets, okay? It's a meme culture. 420, 690. I know that sounds crazy, but it is Solana, bro. So I think Solana will trade well over $300 a cycle pretty soon. And Solana right now, by the way, Solana is another beautiful product that it's one of the only other tokens I trade every now and then, but it's still too volatile on high leverage. But when you look at Solana, dude, Solana as a day trader, you should be looking at Solana. Actually, I mean, you'd be looking for a short right now, technically. But dude, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then it turned it into support. See how it turned it into support? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This will be the 20th time it's jumping between a key range. The 20th, 21st time, right? So is this the time it finally breaks out? Well, again, historically, it bounces in between these ranges. If it does break out of this, you'd be looking for a long, right? I'd be looking for a long on Solana if you get that confirmation and confluence, or that confluence confirmation for a continuation pattern to the upside here for a nice long back up to $250. But if you're a day trader, again, history shows that this would more than likely end up being a nice little short opportunity with a little bit of a pullback. But I do believe long-term Sol this cycle is 250, 320, 420. I think you're going to see those on your Sol charts. Pengu, fantastic platform, dude. Pengu is absolutely beautiful. Dude, Pudgy World looks so good. But Pengu is like the only meme coin I respect. One of the only meme coins I really respected. They build. Like, Pudgy is no longer, Pengu is no longer just a meme coin. It's a brand, bro. It's a brand. Like, I have friends that their kids are getting Pudgy Penguin dolls for Christmas. They don't even know it's a token. They don't even know it's a meme coin. They don't even know it's an NFT. Like, they are a brand now, right? Pudgy is what every meme coin should strive to be. Josh, pulled a fib extension on Moonwell. Moonwell. Hold up. He wants me to pull it from where? What is the two? Do you want me to pull it from the bottom to the top or the top to bottom, my guy? There you go. Go. It's roughly the right range. So Moonwell's breaking into it right now. So that you want the, hold on, what did he say? He wants a 2.618. You want the 2 point? You want the 2.618? The 2.618 is 27 cents. Yeah, the 2.618 is 27 cents. Hopefully that answers that for you. Yeah, why did my HBAR get deleted? I gotta pull that back up. Why? There we go. Yeah, HBAR is up 20% right now. Thank you. That's the target. Ooh. Yeah, let's pull some. We can pull some extensions here. So we can also do. I mean, XRP would technically be from here now, dude. Feels right. I'm almost. Well, $6.32. I don't use Fibonacci extensions too much, but they're also great, dude. They're freaking fantastic. Let's actually go to Ethereum right there, because that is what we're judging a lot of our charts off of. So let's go to previous all-time high to bottom of that market. Boom, right here. Which you also see a lot of confluence with the Fibonacci and your ranges that I trade. But that 2.618 is, yeah, that's where people pull that crazy shit, dude. The 1.618, 7,300. This is kind of This right here is what I want to see. I want to see this area filled. But right now, look at that confluence, right? You have at the 4850 level. It's all about Ethereum, baby. Dude, Ethereum is absolutely gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's actually pull it on Solana, though. Let's pull it on Solana. Go Solana. Here you go. Solana would be 600 and yeah, so look at that, around 690 for the 2.618. Where's the 4 dude, and the 420 at the 1.618. I'm telling you, dude, 420 on Solana, it is a meme, dude. It is the meme layer. It's not a coincidence that it lines up like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. I think you're understanding me. I like the 1.618 for large caps and 2.61 for mid caps and the 3.61 for micro. Wow, man. Yeah, that would make sense. I could stand by that. I could stand by that. I mean, Moonwell, yeah, that's, by the way, you're right, Jason. Like Moonwell, that's probably what, like $2 billion. It's not like crazy. You know, it's not like unexpected. It's not a like extremely unlikely issue. Can you look at Sonic, bro? Oh, that's actually a good one. I haven't looked at Sonic. Thank you, Ricky Romero, for the $2 super chat as well. Sonic here. If you guys, just a quick reminder, guys, if you haven't already been watching in here, we literally have thousands and thousands of people watching across all streams right now. Guys, just make sure you hit that like button on whatever platform you are. If you're on Twitter, repost, or X repost. If you're on YouTube, share that like button, leave a comment. You know how it is. If you're on TikTok, hit the repost, double tap that screen, fill the like meter. It's crazy, TikTok. We're only at 9,700. We should be at literally 100,000 likes right here just by double tapping that screen real quick. Much love, guys. But just tap the screen, guys. That's it. It's completely free. Helps us out. Boosts us back. We're back on TikTok. Almost 200 people on TikTok. Maybe we hit that already. I don't know. We can do it, baby. We're back. We're back to crush it. Chat, TikTok, let's spam it, baby. Let's spam it, dude. Thank you. And I'll start taking some cryptos from TikTok here as well. I'm live on YouTube. If you want to see my screen and everything, live on YouTube, Discover Crypto. We got 1.4 million subscribers over there, and I'm also live on X. Either way, though. But you want to be on those platforms anyways if you want to join Discord. The link's in the description below. Bro's looking at Sonic and not AVAX. Come on, man. I guess I'll look at AVAX for you afterwards, bro. I guess I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Sonic. I need the not the fridge company. I need a better polling data. Like, what is this data here? There we go. Sonic looks like it had some crazy ass manipulate. What was Sonic, by the way, chat? Can someone remind me what Sonic was? Sonic was an old platform, right? So you're looking at your 1.618 on, like, you're looking at $2 potentially. You're looking at $2 potentially. Sonic. It was Phantom. Thank you. It was Phantom. Yeah, you're looking at $2 potentially there. What I would pay attention to, though, I mean, look at the daily, right? That's going to be extremely difficult to hit on the daily. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly, there's not even enough data, but the weekly RSI is massively overextended. So this actually is, I do love seeing this on the weekly. You probably have a pretty strong bullish divergence on the weekly, but the stochastic is overextended. So yeah, Sonic will probably do well this cycle, but there's not enough data points to run off of it off this chart here. I would need the previous data with Phantom because this was another project name. So I can't chart that right now. I want to know how to chart that properly because I don't know Phantom's history as well, or if the tokenomics shifted, or if there's new. I don't know that. So I would say, like, honestly, Sonic it'll do well. It probably definitely bottomed out. It's looking pretty decent. It's probably pretty underrated at this point. Probably pretty undervalued comparison to the rest of the market. But yeah, just keep that in mind there. Boom. Solana pullback here. Ethereum is pulling back a little bit too. Yeah, so extended. Hedgie is a bush you trim. I don't have a bush right now. What are you talking about? That's crazy. That's crazy. I just did that. You're actually crazy. ICP have a chance to pump. ICP, asking for chat here. ICP. ICP is pumping a little bit right now. It's up to $6. The thing about ICP, just I have beef with it, man. I have history with ICP. But if it could break out of if it can break past this $6.11 range, you're looking at probably a push towards $10 again. But ICP was heavily manipulated early on because of FTX. So it's never going to go back to its all-time high. This is never going to happen. This right here, chat, never going to happen. Never going to happen. You're never going to see an all-time high of $250. So many people got burnt on that when that happened. That's so sad, dude. So let's go right here. Let's go to, I'm going to go over this previous range. So let's just go over this range right here because this is real. This is definitely better price action to go off of. Let's pull our Fibonacci. You're looking at the 1.618 on that is $31 if you get an absolute incredible exponential bull run. But again, ICP has been so defeated. I don't know what the odds are on that taking place, but I will say this. Okay, let's actually pull this up. Let's pull this up. Let's go to the weekly. I'm going to guess the weekly has a nice bullish divergence on it. Not necessarily. The MACD is definitely reversed here, which is good. The stochastic's overextended the upside. Last time that happened, and it could pump still as the stochastic drops. So the RSI has plenty of room. So it looks good, but at $10, $15 ICP, like you should be re-analyzing the charts there. But I don't hold or trade ICP, so yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. I don't hold or trade ICP. There we go. But all right, guys, I got to do something here. Okay, we got the Discord. We're up about $8,000. Okay, here you go. That's real money again. We're up about $8,000 in this trade. If you guys want to start joining these trades, okay, I got to show the Discord right here before we go over more charts. The Discord, guys, the link's in the description below. If you're on TikTok, you need to go over to my X. Go over to my X or go over to my YouTube. Okay, go over to the YouTube channel. Go to Discover Crypto. Click on it. Okay, go to the video. And you can simply, I'll have it in my bio soon. I got to add it to the bio, but my link me won't let me log in for some reason. And you guys can come join our Discord, guys. I post everything in here, all my trades, all our setups. We do daily live streams. I do it every single day. I'm live in this Discord all the time, giving you guys free alpha. And I post all my trades in here, all my trades, all my updates, private calls, my trading strategies. If you guys want to know exactly how I trade, this is literally step 1 through 4 on I look for a daily bias. I wait for key levels. I look for low time frame reversals. I look for an IFG or internal fair value gaps or bullish divergences or breakup structures or signal imbalances. I look for all this stuff and to trade, execute, make money, right? I do all this stuff in the Discord for you guys. If you guys want to be in a more exclusive channel where we're always constantly talking and saying trades, like we probably even say this, watch this. Let's say hi to stream. Say hi to stream chat. Let's see if anybody's in the Discord right now. Let's see if anybody in in here is in the Discord right now. Oh, Josh pimping out his exes all day, baby. We have to, man. How else are they going to get a job? There we go. We got Sap saying hi. We got Captain, yo. Andrew, yo. Pav, yo. Hi. We got the Mogsy, the legend, baby. We got everybody coming in here. Yo, yo, yo. No FU stream from World War. I like how I muted myself like I don't cuss. Rock Lee is my quants. Crazy times in there, guys. Go join the Discord. That's what I got for you guys. Much love. Hit the like button on the way out. Everything is in the link in the description below. Oh, and last but not least, guys, if you want to check out FOMO.io, I got to add this to the description below as well. This is my platform with our dashboard services where we have all of our different product solutions for literally $10, but it's free to use. We have our news website right here with all your free crypto news. There's a completely reskin happening within the next 24 to 48 hours. And Monday or Tuesday, we should be launching clip farming. Clip farming is a whole new way to make money if you are somebody that has extra time. If you guys are somebody that already watches your favorite podcasts, it is a way for you to clip those podcasts, post them on Instagram, post them on TikTok, post them on whatever, and get paid out to do so. That will be launching here very soon, guys. Much love. Thank you guys for being here. That's all I got. Peace out.